Hello, Tarot viewers. Welcome to our Good Morning Tarot. Now, this is a general reading. It is open to all signs. Now, because it's a general reading, just take what resonates with you. Usually, the readings will resonate to other people in different ways. At the same time, it's a timeless reading. So, anytime you find yourself watching it, that's the best time for you to see it. Now, our main energy for today is the Seven of Cups. Well, today we have many choices. It's as if the universe is going to give us choices. The important thing is make sure that the choices is beneficial for you. You see here, like this one, this is a mystery person, very attractive. Here we have something related to your self-care, self-love. That one is a snake. The snake can symbolize healing. It can symbolize also temptation. Okay, there is a monster there. Here is victory. The other one are jewels and riches. Other one is property. So there are many choices. Many things that you might, many options that you can think of. Now, this can be also daydreaming of many things, manifesting many things. Now, I always say, be careful of what you dream of, because they will come true. So it depends also on what you are daydreaming of. Be careful of what you are daydreaming of. But sometimes when you daydream of something, it can be also an inspiration coming from the universe. So what happens is whatever choices you have right now, whether it be daydreaming of something or maybe even recalling something that maybe you always wanted in the past, no, it's time for you to give it some thought. Like this person, he has so many choices. He's not in a hurry, but he looks overwhelmed, so in a certain sense. So maybe you need to trim down some of the choices. Decidere is the word for deciding. And when you decidere, you cut off certain things and you choose other things. It's like when you choose one thing, you have to let go of certain things. Okay. But you know what? If you will just follow the guiding hand of the universe, for example, there is something you want, you wanted, or something you really wanted so much, but then when you are about to get it, suddenly you find yourself before an obstacle, and you couldn't move forward, and then suddenly you find yourself being directed by the universe to another direction, to a different direction. Sometimes, if you follow the universe and you just accept whatever the universe is offering you at this time, you hit two birds in one stone. You get a gift coming from the universe because you followed what the universe is offering you. And at the same time, when you reach that destination where the universe wants you to go, you will be surprised what you were asking for was also there. And it's the universe saying, if you follow this route, you will get something more, extra bonus, aside from the one you are asking for. Okay, so sometimes it's like that. In making choices, always include the universe. Always listen to your gut feeling. Always listen to your intuition. Um, don't just rely on your logical mind. Listen also to your intuition, because the universe sees, or the divine sees, certain things we do not see. So if they are leading us to another way, just follow. Let it be. The important thing is you already told them, this is what I want. Now, if they say, okay, just go, follow us this way, follow them. And oftentimes, you get what you want, at the same time, you get something more. So, this is what we have right now. You have many choices. Yes, decide well, don't be in a hurry, and at the same time, allow the universe to guide you. Okay. what what do we expect? Okay. Well, if you allow the universe to guide you, you'll be a cup overflowing. Because I feel whatever we want, the universe also wants it for us. But sometimes there's a special time for something. Okay. There's a special time for certain things. It takes time for a seed to grow into a tree. it takes time for a flower to bloom. Okay, it takes time when you are about to bake a bread or a cake. There's a specific time for the cake until it becomes well. Okay, if you overdo it, also it will be overcooked. So yeah, allow the universe to guide you, and you allow the universe also to fill up your cup, and you will be a cup that is overflowing. And the grace that you will be receiving is not only for your benefit but also for other people. Yeah, it can be also be used by the universe as a conduit of their grace, not only to you but also to others. So with these old choices, it's good to say, help me make the right decision, help me make the right choice. And when every movement or every step of the way is guided by the universe, then it's easy for your cup to overflow. Your cup will be overflowing because the source of all happiness comes from the divine, or the divine is the source of all happiness. And when the divine is in your life, then the source of all happiness is in you. Is in you. Okay. Now, let's see what is the advice of the universe. Well, I think you need to declutter or to discern. Yeah, to decide. Decide which of those cups will be beneficial to you, like these ones, and which of the cups will not be beneficial to you. You might be saddened to let go of some of the choices here, but if it is something that the universe seems to be showing to you, it will not be good for you. Even if you are sad, you need to let them go and get those cups that the universe is giving you. Even if you don't understand why you have to let them go, because the universe sees certain things. Maybe they foresee that in the future, the other cups will be something that will give you more joy. And maybe these cups might bring you sorrow. We do not know. There is a certain mystery about it. Sometimes it's hard to let go of things. Like this person, he is saddened that these cups are spilt, and what is in that cup they cannot take anymore. It's like here, the choices are all in the cups, and some of the choices in the cup somehow just fell over, and the contents were ruined. He is saddened. Maybe he wanted all of them. Yeah, but some of them he had to let go. Maybe it's because the universe felt it's not good for us. Okay, so yeah, well, this is a part of the deciding process. Some things we need to let go, and somehow you will know, because no matter how hard you want it, sometimes the universe will say no, cannot, no, no, no. And even if you try to move on towards that dream, there's always an obstacle, always an obstacle, always an obstacle. If there's always an obstacle, then you need to take a pause and say, how come I've been trying? I thought this would be an easy path. How come I've been trying to reach it and I couldn't reach it? Maybe it's time to take a pause and tell yourself, maybe it's not yet the right time, or maybe there's something even better for me. And after you take a pause, you ask the universe, okay, what do you want me to do? Do I need to make another choice? Do I need to go through another direction, to another direction? Please lead me the way. I am ready to follow your will. And then allow that guiding hand to guide you. Allow the universe to surprise you. Well, that's it for today. I hope that it has helped you, especially those who are right now having to make certain decision among many things. Thank you for being with me today. I was about to end the reading. I forgot. We still have to go to the second part, which is the self-care tip. Well, let's go now. Okay, for our self-care tip, the card is number 50, and it says here, As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands. It reminds me of the song, I have two hands, the left and the right. Okay, anyway, let's repeat. As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself and the other for helping others. You know, if you try to look at this message, there is a wisdom behind it, and when you try to apply it to this golden rule, actually, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. When you love others, you are also loving yourself. It shows our interconnectivity with the rest of the universe. If you do good things to the universe, we are indirectly doing good things to ourselves. So it will come back to us. If you do good things, good energy will come back to us. It's very similar to the law of karma also. When you do good things to others, good things will come to us. If you do negative things, then there will be a negative repercussion to it also. So it depends on what you put out and what you share. At the same time, when you take care of yourself, you also take care of others. Why? Well, if you know how to give time to yourself, nurture yourself, then you are able to give better service to others because you are healthy. At the same time, you have a good disposition also. Because if you do not give attention to yourself, you might end up becoming grumpy and grouchy, and well, it will no longer be charitable for other people, and people will draw away from us. There's another thing also. You know what they say? Uh, Love God with your whole heart and your whole mind and your whole soul, and love others as yourself, or love your neighbor as yourself. When you look at that message, somehow when I see that, uh, if you want to love yourself, love God. Why? Because when you love the source, or you love the divine or the spirit or whatever you call it, some might even call it the universe, okay. When you love the source, then the source, you open yourself to the love of the source and you benefit from it. So in a certain sense, loving the source is also loving yourself. And when you do that, you become a cup that is overflowing and you are able to love others. Now, when you look at it, simple phrases such as these are really gems of reflections, things that can allow us to understand more how it is to truly love. And when you look at it, everything is interrelated. If you start loving any of these three things, somehow the other two will benefit from it. So there is love of the divine, love of self, and love of others. Now let us try to see the lower part of the card. It says here, reflect on some ways you helped others today. Okay, yeah. Reflect on whatever. I think not only of those opportunities where you helped others, but also to keep our eyes open to opportunities to be of help to others. Okay. How did you feel when you helped them? Okay. So, how did you feel when you helped them? Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm starting to have tingling sensations right now. Maybe somebody is having tingling sensations right now, and well, I'm also feeling it. Okay, I'm feeling your energy at this time. That's beautiful. Okay, now we have here the internal self-care. It says here, this is for our mental, emotional, and physical health. It says here, not everyone chooses to be... Oh, I'm sorry. It's in the other page. Yeah, as you grow older, you will... Okay, it says here, today, notice if there is a certain kind of help that you gravitate toward giving. Grand or memorable gestures, unmentioned acts of service, advice or verbal cheerleading, emotional support, gifts, or other special tokens. Does helping others in this way tend to build you up inside or leave you drained? If you feel good and renewed during your usual manner of helping, then you can begin to consider these acts as a form of self care. Another tool in your toolbox that will both feed you and the person you are supporting. If helping others usually makes you feel worse off than you were before, try something new. For example, if you usually find yourself giving advice, choose a small act of service instead. Experiment with different ways of helping others until you find one that also feeds you. Yeah, discerning on how to help others. Okay, that is related to our tarot reading for today. The first card in our tarot reading was the Seven of Cups. Sorry, the Seven of Cups. And in the Seven of Cups, you see a person with so many choices. Seven cups to choose from. So somehow it's related to the self-care tip. Choose how you will be of service to people. Choose to do something wherein you are able to bring happiness to other people, but at the same time also it makes you feel positive also. I guess it's also sort of like discerning, especially if you are an empathic and you're also a sentient and you are very sensitive to energies. Now, there are certain situations or certain people who might not be beneficial for you because there are certain people that will really drain you of energy or might even harm you. Or you need to defend yourself also from certain situations or protect yourself from people who would drain you of all your energies. Okay, so you need to have good boundaries also. If somebody, sometimes you have that feeling, you help somebody and you just give a helping hand, and then later on you realize they're already grabbing your whole arm. Okay, so it's like that with the energy. Sometimes you help somebody in a generous way, and then you realize that this people is draining you of all, or this person is draining you of all your energy. Uh, some people call them energy vampires. No, well, you need to be protective of yourself also. If you really need to help this person, uh, have good boundaries. Make sure that they will not drain you of your energy. Now, sometimes when you reach out also to help people, just be aware that sometimes you might take in with you their energy. Like, for example, you are just having a conversation with somebody because they needed somebody to talk to and they felt very heavy. And then after you talk with them, they felt very light already and they say thank you and they happily leave. And then you realize you feel drained, you feel tired. Okay, you might have absorbed the energy of the person, or the person might have drained you of your energy. So you need to care for yourself after that encounter. Uh, you need to recharge yourself, you need to pamper yourself. Maybe you need to take a shower to let go of those energies that you might have taken with you. Or, yeah, to care for you, do some self-maintenance work. Okay, so these are certain things that we need to be aware of. If before you were not aware of it, well, you will realize that you need to do them also, especially when you start to have transformation and you start to receive the clear gifts. Now, external self-care, relational community, creative, and work or creativity. Today, you are being called upon to reflect on your role in a larger community of people. This can be a family unit, a friend group, or a work, neighborhood, religious, political, or ideological community. Really, any group that is united in some way. How does your role in this group help or feed the group dynamic? So, how do we contribute? Okay. What is one thing you can do today to connect with this group in a way that supports your bond or mission? If you are not sure what you normally contribute, now is the time to consider ways you can give back. Supporting the communities we love also supports us. Okay? So, supporting the communities we love supports us. So, when you give kindness to your community, when you give kindness to others, we also give kindness to ourselves. Well, that's it for today. I hope it has given you some insights that would give you the energy to be of service to others and to yourself today. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again next time. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.